Have you ever asked yourself, if I had just 1 year left to live, how would I spend it? It is a confronting question, but one that reveals so much about what we truly value. The truth is, life is not as long as we think. And yet, most of us live like we have all the time in the world. We postpone dreams, delay conversations, and procrastinate on happiness. Today, we are going to change that. We are going to talk about how to live wisely, how to spend this one precious life in a way that leaves you fulfilled, not regretful. Let us begin. Section 1. The illusion of time. We often fall into the illusion that time is abundant. We say next year, someday, or when the time is right. But the truth is, no one knows how much time they have left. According to the World Bank, the global life expectancy is around 73 years. That is roughly 3,800 weekends if you are lucky. But once you remove work, sleep, chores, commuting, and obligations, how much of that time is truly yours? People say life is long, but the wise say life is short and uncertain. Consider this. If you are 30 years old, you have already lived more than 15 million minutes. You will never get them back. Time, unlike money, cannot be earned. Once spent, it is gone forever. This is why we must be intentional. Our days are numbered, but we behave as if they are infinite. We spend time like we have an endless supply. Every time we choose convenience over purpose, distraction over focus, we allow life to drift by without meaning. Let us visualize time differently. Think of your life as a jar filled with marbles. Each marble represents a week. Every Sunday night, you remove one marble. One less week to live. When you see time as something physical and limited, you begin to treat it with respect. We do not need a crisis to value time, but often it takes one, a health scare, a death in the family, a moment of loss, for us to truly understand what we are wasting. Section 2. Defining a life well spent. So, what does it mean to spend life wisely? It is not about being busy, wealthy, or famous. It is about being aligned with what truly matters. A well-spent life is one filled with connection, deep, meaningful relationships, purpose, a sense that your time serves something bigger than your self-growth, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. As Aristotle once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, wrote that man's primary drive is not pleasure but meaning. Meaning does not always come easy, but it always lasts. There is a difference between achievement and fulfillment. You can achieve many things, titles, degrees, awards, and still feel empty. Fulfillment comes when your actions align with your values. To live wisely is to live with intention, to know what you want your life to stand for, to define success on your own terms. Not what society expects, not what others dictate, but what your heart whispers when you are alone. This kind of life does not just happen. It requires clarity. You must stop and ask, what matters to me? What does a good life look like, feel like? Who do I want to become? These questions, when asked deeply and often, can guide every decision you make, from your career to your relationships, to how you spend a single afternoon. Section 3. The cost of distraction. One of the greatest thieves of our time is distraction. Social media, endless scrolling, binge-watching, checking notifications every few minutes, they are all designed to hijack your attention. But distraction comes at a cost. Shallow relationships, missed opportunities, lost creativity, anxiety brawny. Where, a palliative nurse who spent years with dying patients, wrote that one of the top regrets of the dying is, "I wish I had lived a life true to myself, not what others expected of me." When we are distracted, we are not living, we are reacting. We have become consumers of content instead of creators of experience. We watch other people live their dreams while ours gather dust. We know more about celebrities than our own family. We respond to pings faster than to people. Digital distractions also erode our ability to be present. And presence is where life happens. It is where joy is born, love is nurtured, memories are made. Ask yourself, how much of your day is stolen? By distraction? What if you reclaimed just 1 hour? 1 hour to create, to connect, to rest. Over a year, that is over 360 hours, a full-time job's worth of time. Imagine what you could do with it. Section 4. Time vs. Money Society teaches us to value money. Work harder. Make more. Save more. But here is the paradox. We spend our time to make money, only to later wish we had more time. Time is the only currency you cannot earn more of. People who are rich in money but poor in time are often deeply unfulfilled. What good is a luxury car if you have no time to drive it? What good is a mansion if you are too busy to enjoy it? Spend money wisely, but spend time sacredly. There are 3 kinds of riches: financial wealth, money, time wealth, freedom, emotional wealth, peace. Only one of them is truly irreplaceable: time. Learn to trade money for time, not the other way around. Hire help if you can. Decline promotions that rob your soul. Say no to clients who do not align. Invest in experiences, not just assets. And most importantly, never delay love, adventure, or rest for someday. Because someday is not guaranteed. Section 5. Living with intention. Intentional living means making choices on purpose. It is the opposite of drifting. Ask yourself each morning, what matters most today? What one thing will make this day meaningful? Try this. Write down 5 things you deeply care about. Then look at your calendar. Do they match? If not, realign your time with your values. Live by design, not by default. Intentional living is not rigid, it is awake. It is choosing your yes and honoring your no. It is knowing that time spent in nature, in silence, in laughter, is not wasted. It is wise. Build rhythms that reflect what you love. Wake early to read. Walk slowly with a friend. Cook without rushing. Listen without judging. Sleep without screens. A wise life is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters. Section 6. The power of daily habits. Your daily habits define the direction of your life. One small action repeated consistently over time can lead to massive transformation. When you wake up early to read, you sharpen your mind. When you write a gratitude journal, you rewire your brain for optimism. When you walk each morning, you invest in longevity. These are not just routines, they are seeds of wisdom. Imagine what you could become in a year by changing just one habit. What if you read for 20 minutes daily? That is over 120 hours a year. Enough to finish dozens of books, enough to change your thoughts and your life. Choose habits that serve your future self. Be intentional with your energy. Protect your mornings. Sleep deeply. Laugh often. Section 7. The people who matter at the end of life. It is not achievements people cherish. It is relationships. It is not promotions, diplomas, or trophies that fill their final thoughts. It is faces, voices, moments of connection. Call your parents. Hug your children. Forgive an old friend. Send the message you have been holding back. Relationships are like gardens. They flourish with attention, with care, with presence. Invest in the people who bring out the best in you. Be the kind of friend you wish you had. In a world chasing numbers and followers, choose to build bonds instead. Life is too short for shallow connections. Go deep. Be vulnerable. Love bravely. Section FOMO vs. JOMO. Fear of missing out causes us to scatter our time. But joy of missing out gives us peace. You do not have to attend every event. You do not have to accept every invitation. You do not have to explain your boundaries. Protecting your peace is a wise use of time. It allows you to focus, to rest, to grow, say no with grace, say yes with purpose. Let go of the pressure to be everywhere, and instead, be fully where you are. Section 9. The art of presence. Presence is not passive. It is a choice, a deliberate act of attention. Turn off your phone, look people in the eye, taste your coffee, listen fully, breathe deeply. Presence turns ordinary moments into sacred ones. Children know this. So do the elderly. It is the ones caught in the middle, racing through life, who forget. The art of presence begins with stillness. Practice being here, because here is where life happens. Section 10. If today was your last day. If today was your last day, would you be satisfied with how you have lived? Would you regret the words you left unsaid? The dreams left on the shelf? The people you pushed away? Now ask this. What would it take to live so that every day is worthy of being the last? Not by living in fear, but with fullness. Live with open eyes, with open arms, with an open heart. Closing call to action. Life is short, too short to chase things that do not matter, too short to live for approval, too short to waste your gifts. So live wisely, choose meaning over noise, love over ego, depth over speed. Do not just count the days, make the days count. Spend your time on what truly matters, because one day your time will run out, and when it does, may you smile. Not with regret, but with gratitude. Your life is now. Spend it wisely.
If this video inspired you, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and keep going on your English journey. You've got this. See you in the next one.